All right, guys. So this is another question from this year's WAEC, and if you are quite observant, this exact question came out, I think, 2014. Yeah, it came out 2014. Exact same question, word for word, like this. All right. So let's try and solve it. We are asked to find the angles marked X and Y. Angles marked X and Y. So how do we go about it? First of all, SR and W and this angle here, I think there's a number, there's a letter here. Maybe let me just call it B or something. All right. So this line SR and line BW, right? They are parallel lines. They are parallel lines. And because they are parallel lines, this line here, ST here, is a transversal. All right. If you remember from primary 5 up until early, secondary school, and I'm talking about JS3, JS2, JS1, you were taught, uh, angles are formed between parallel lines, when a transversal goes through two parallel lines like this. Some special angles are created, all right? So one of those angles, some of them are vertically opposite angles, alternate angles, angles on a straight line, corresponding angles, and all of that. So that's what we're going to be using here. All right, so one of such angles is called co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are angles that are between the same parallel lines. They are between the same parallel lines. Like you have this angle and this angle, they are co-interior, all right? Because they are formed between two parallel lines. And because of that, they are supplementary. They add up to 180, all right? So co-interior angles add up to 180. And if you check this angle 45 and this particular angle here that's not named, they are within the parallels, that's SR and BW. So they are co-interior angles, which means they add up to 180. So that means 45 plus that unknown angle, I'm just going to call it W, is going to give what? 180, and then W equals what? 180 minus 45. So that W is going to give us what? 135, all right, degrees. So this angle is 135 degrees. And if you check, it's on a straight line with X. Let me just call it W. It's on a straight line with what? With X. And you know that angles on a straight line add up to 180. So definitely W plus X equals what? 180. And I know that W is 135. So 135 plus X equals 180. And X is going to be what? 180 minus 135, which is going to be 45. If you're observant, it's the exact same 45 we got here. Actually, one of the rules or one of the angles that are formed, like I said, when parallel lines are cut through by transversal, is corresponding angle. 45 and this X are actually corresponding angles. Okay. So I could have just used this straight away, but because I want to find my Y, so that's why I decided to just go this route. All right. So there are many ways you can go about it if you understand this particular topic very well. So yeah, 45 and X, they're actually corresponding angles. They are the same. Corresponding angles are the same. But I decided to use co-interior and then angle on a straight line to get my X. All right. So yeah, so X is at 45 degrees. And then another thing that is formed, another angle that is formed is called vertically opposite angles. I call them Wakanda angles. Vertically opposite angles are actually equal. So if this is W, this must also be what? W. And W is what? W is 135. So this is going to be 135, right? So 135. If you check, this is a triangle, all right? And angles in triangle add up to 180. So that means Y plus 135 plus 20 must all add up to what? 180. So that means Y plus 135 plus 20 must add up to 180. So my Y is going to be what? 135 plus that 20 is 155. So 180 minus 155. That's going to give me my Y. And 180 minus 155 should be around 25. All right. So 10 minus 5 is 5. And last, I have 7 here. 7 minus 5 is 2 and 0. So Y is at 25 degrees. So that is that. Follow for more.